Among millions of women, there are those whose strength cannot be measured in volume or display. It radiates from within, an unshakable core, an ancient resolve that absorbs the blows of fate and grows stronger with every challenge. These women don't need to shout to be heard. Their power is etched into their gaze, woven into their movements, and heard in the silence that follows them like an invisible shield. They don't merely endure, they become legends of resilience. And their birth under certain zodiac signs is no coincidence. Certain signs carry the kind of energy that forges women into lifelines during crises, into protectors, visionaries, and anchors when the world trembles. These are the ones who are trusted without question and feared without hostility, not for what they say, but for what they withstand. Their strength of spirit and their effect on the world speak for themselves. So today on Zodiac News, we dive into the 5 signs that most often mark the strongest women, not by volume, but by indelible force. And if you want more than just horoscopes, if you want to understand the true power embedded in personality, make sure to subscribe to Zodiac News. But first, tell us in the comments, what's your date of birth, zodiac sign, and city? Which sign do you think holds the crown of unbreakable strength? Your intuition might surprise you, and you'll want to see if your guess matches what unfolds. First comes Cancer. At first glance, a Cancer woman may seem gentle, soft-spoken, even fragile, but behind her quiet presence is a fortress of resilience. She doesn't need recognition or applause. She simply becomes the calm in chaos. Where others break down, she silently steps forward. Her power is in her ability to endure silently and act precisely. She forgives without forgetting, protects without controlling, and her silence often speaks louder than confrontation. When pushed, she doesn't shout, she shields, she doesn't retreat, she transforms into the one who holds the line. Her instinct to protect is hardwired, and her memory, sharp and sacred, turns pain into wisdom. Her strength is especially unshakable when it comes to her family and dignity. She will defend both without compromise. Next is Scorpio, the embodiment of focused energy. A Scorpio woman isn't ruled by emotion, she masters it. While others are still reacting, she has already decided, acted, and moved on. Her presence doesn't beg attention, it commands it. She doesn't compromise with weakness, and if pain touches her, it never shows on the surface. Her control over herself and her choices is complete. No manipulation can penetrate her sense of truth. When she protects, she doesn't just defend. She eliminates threats with unwavering precision. She may remain silent, but her silence holds force, a manifesto made of steel. She's not concerned with pleasing others, only with being true to her inner code. And when she chooses you, she defends you with a fearlessness that borders on sacred. Her strength is not in resistance, but in mastery of self, of space, of direction. Then comes Capricorn. The Capricorn woman is made of steel and structure. Her power lies in planning, in discipline, in her quiet refusal to give up. She is the woman who rebuilds from ashes without complaint, who never needs a spotlight because her actions do all the speaking. Her self-discipline is unmatched. Even in disaster, she keeps her course. Others may fall apart. She recalculates and continues. Her standards are unshakable, and she doesn't break under pressure. She becomes more precise. Trust with her is earned, respect is assumed, and loyalty, once given, is deeply protected. When systems collapse, she becomes the system. She's not loud, but she's unmissable. A force of calm strategy, unstoppable and self-contained. Midway through, take a moment. If you feel the pulse of one of these signs in yourself or someone you know, tap like. Sometimes, real strength moves so quietly, we forget to celebrate it. Virgo follows, a quiet architect of power. She never flaunts her control. She embodies it. Every word is measured, every decision dissected with surgical precision. She doesn't waste energy on drama or chance. Her mind is her fortress, her attention to detail a shield. She calculates when others panic. Her intuition is rooted not in emotion, but in observation and logic. You cannot deceive her. She sees not only your actions, but your motives. She holds herself to impossible standards and expects the same from the world around her. In relationships, she doesn't merge, she partners. And if a partner falls short of her values, she walks away, clean and resolved. Virgo's strength is in her clarity, her poise, her ability to build order out of chaos, and in her refusal to be shaped by anyone but herself. Finally, Leo. A Leo woman walks in as though the space was made for her, and often it was. Her energy is not just magnetic, it's electric. She was born to shine, but not for vanity's sake, for purpose. Her strength begins with a deep, unwavering sense of self-worth. She doesn't ask for what she deserves, she claims it. Even her silence demands attention. She inspires those around her to rise, to reflect, to act. If someone tries to diminish her, they'll meet fire. Her loyalty is fierce and her boundaries are sacred. Betray her and she'll vanish without looking back. But stand with her and you'll never feel alone. She does not beg to be loved. She becomes unforgettable. Her charisma isn't performative, it's elemental, and whether she's leading or simply walking her path, she lights it up for others to follow. These women don't just survive, they transform. Every setback becomes a new layer of armor. Their inner compass doesn't spin with public opinion or emotional noise. It stays fixed on truth, dignity, and purpose. Their connection to their zodiac element, water, fire, earth, deepens their power. Emotional signs channel storms into wisdom. Earth signs become unmovable mountains. Fire signs ignite change around them with a single glance. Think of them during transitional moments, at the end of a relationship, during career upheavals, or while facing the loss that leaves others hollow. It is then that these women reveal the core of who they are. Their energy becomes a gravitational pull, something others orbit around. They aren't always loved, but they're always respected. And their impact is lasting. It lingers like a scent, like a song, like a warning to tread carefully, and a promise that someone strong has walked this path before. Astrologically speaking, the position of these signs in a natal chart can influence not just surface personality, but the shape of destiny. Strength may show up in how someone holds a boundary, how they recover from betrayal, or how they insist on their worth, even when no one's watching. The strongest women don't demand strength from others, they inspire it. They set the bar not by controlling people, but by mastering themselves. And remember, strength doesn't look the same in every woman. Some lead revolutions with their voice, others reshape lives with a single decision made in silence. That's the magic of astrology. It reveals not just who we are, but what we can become. It whispers to us that strength isn't granted, it's remembered, it's reclaimed. So the next time you look into the eyes of a woman who has endured more than she's told, who smiles with a kind of peace that only comes from weathering storms, ask yourself which sign helped shape that strength. But tap-like, if one of these signs made you think of someone you admire or recognize yourself in these stories. And if you haven't yet, now's the time to subscribe to Zodiac News. Because this is where we tell the real stories written in the sky, not just the traits, but the truths. From the nurturing protector to the ruthless strategist, from the regal flame to the quiet tactician, strength takes many forms, but each of these women carries a lesson for all of us. Never mistake stillness for weakness, silence for surrender, or softness for submission. The strongest ones rarely make a scene. They are the scene. And while we've focused on 5 signs today, know this: every sign holds a kind of strength when lived fully and authentically. This isn't about ranking, it's about recognizing the unique ways each sign teaches us to survive, evolve, and thrive. So whether you're ruled by the moon, Mars, or Mercury, your strength is yours. Born with you, written in you. waiting only for the moment when you need it most. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned with Zodiac News, where the sky speaks and we listen.